Good evening, I'm Tabitha, and yes, tonight on The Graveyard Shift we look at the world's most famous horror movie house, named after one of the most popular murder weapons of all time. Yep, it's Hammer Horror Night. Tonight you'll see the cadaverous Peter Cushing in the fabulous Revenge of Frankenstein.
Look at this. Interesting, isn't it? Quite a work of art. What do you think, gentlemen?
Why, it's...
Very picturesque.
We didn't come here to... You must have it off.
What off?
This arm.
Keep it on ice, Pete. You'll need it later. After Revenge of Frankenstein, I'll show you another Hammer gem, the Psycho-inspired film Maniac. Psycho, Maniac. Titles are similar, but the murder weapon, it's definitely a newie.
You needn't watch, if it upsets you.
A blowtorch. Thank God he didn't apply any butt welding techniques. One for you handymen. Later, join us as Peter Cushing takes us through the do's and don'ts of installing a skylight. But first, it is of the utmost importance that you see this. Is nothing sacred? The Great Wall of China, that ancient testament to man's staying power and the only man-made object visible from space, has just experienced its first taste of rave. The mobile dance party known as Cheese was organised by 26-year-old Swiss DJ Michael von Plon and a few hundred helping hands.
Lots of people helped us bring all the stuff up here, and they made it happen.
On arriving in Beijing, Von Plon and partner DJ Will noticed a virtually non-existent dance scene with no music or dance clubs catering to the raver. They soon filled the void with Cheese.
Ever since we started Cheese to do a Great Wall Party, because it's the only place you could do probably an outdoor party in Beijing that had some interest and some kind of nice difference, something significant, I don't know. And yeah, so we did it. And it's excellent.
The latest event held in the region known as Simatai attracted 300 ravers who danced through the wee small hours without injury and, more importantly, without arrest. Well, he's having a rest. A new American television show, Magic's Biggest Secrets, is exposing for the first time the mysteries behind the world's greatest magical tricks, which, not surprisingly, has angered the world's great magicians.
Deep down, we find this whole act despicable. We find it a betrayal of the art form which this perpetrator has sworn to uphold.
Fergus is a member of the oldest magic family in Britain. He says that stringing the public along like this will end up costing many magicians their livelihood.
It's going to, without question, do harm to magicians in terms of their capability of working. They're not going to get the same amount of work in the immediate aftermath of these kind of revelations. Also giving the new TV show The Bird is Faye Presto. She says that what the show has given in entertainment, it has taken away in mystique.
Whoever it is, they can't be very comfortable with themselves, can they? Because they've just stolen all that wonder. They've taken all that wonder from people and scooped it all up and chucked it over the side. They've trashed that sense of magic that is so precious.
Looking more like a wrestler than a magician, the mysterious man at the centre of the brouhaha goes only by the name of the Masked Magician. Why the mask? Well, he uses it to protect his identity, a device that wouldn't go astray on some of his fellow performers. Golly. Now to my first feature. Frankenstein has to be cinema's most popular monster. There are at least 100 different versions of the Frankenstein story, and Hammer Studios have been responsible for a large chunk. The last notable Frankenstein was Kenneth Branagh's 1994 flop, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, with Robert De Niro playing the monster. The first hammer bash at the man-monster was the 1956 classic Curse of Frankenstein, directed by Terence Fisher. It starred Peter Cushing as the Doc and Christopher Lee as the monster. The film was so successful, Fisher was rehired to direct another, and that's tonight's film, Revenge of Frankenstein, with old thin-lips Peter Cushing playing, you guessed it, Victor Frankenstein.
That's the arm of the pickpocket. It is indeed. You need sensitive fingers to be a member of that profession. It'll be very useful to me.
Peter Cushing must have felt like he was trapped in some kind of Groundhog Day. I mean, how many actors have played the one role for the majority of their career? Okay, so Topol is still wishing he was a rich man, but Pete's CV is impressive. It includes playing the Doc in 1964's The Evil of Frankenstein, 1967's Frankenstein Created Woman, 1969's Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, and not forgetting 1974's Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell. And my personal favourite, the 1968 Japanese release, Frankenstein Conquers the World. Too funny. When tonight's film Revenge of Frankenstein came out in 1958, posters read, "If you go alone, you'll run all the way home." And they did too. Terence Fisher's films were truly terrifying to the conservative audiences of the late 50s, just as J. Searle Dawley's Frankenstein scared audiences for the first time way back in 1910. In tonight's film, Cushing takes genetic engineering to new heights. Here you'll see he has a few monsters on the go, helped along by his ever-reliable assistant, played by Francis Matthews.
Now observe. The brain, the hand, the eyes. Watch the eyes.
Ew, freaky. Matthews was a popular leading man of the day whose other screen credits include another Hammer classic, Dracula, Prince of Darkness, and a bunch of soggy romances. Michael Gwynne plays the creature here. No relation to Fred Gwynne, though, who did a great Frankenstein impersonation as Herman Munster. Michael Gwynne also appeared in a film called The Damned, a very bent English flick released in 1960 that I suspect the English band The Damned took their name from. I'm sure there are some Damned fans out there, so let me know if this is true. Anyway, here it is, Revenge of Frankenstein.